Well, last week you may have noticed something was a little odd during the 6 p.m. news as both Nick Quattrini and I, we weren't here. We were away from the station and taking part in a television exchange program, bringing 4 of us from WENY to the Republic of Georgia.
That's right. We spent a week working and exploring a country that has a storied past and is known for its hospitality. Here's a look at our week in the Georgian Media Partnership Exchange.
Greetings from Tbilisi, Georgia. We're going to tell you about a media exchange program that brought Nick Quattrini and I from WENY News from the Twin Tiers to the other side of the globe. After more than a day of travel, 4 staffers from WENY TV touched down in Georgia, kicking off the work week by meeting our Georgian TV counterparts and getting right to work. It's the second half of an exchange bringing together the 2 TV stations under the Georgian Media Partnership Program.
Over the past several years, we have worked with several Lily stations, and now we are working with WENY in Elmira. And Marnuli TV has been very lucky. They have had already 1 visit over, and this week we had 4 staffers from United States visiting them and working alongside.
Back in April, staffers from Marnuli TV visited WENY for a week. Now, it was our turn. We spent the week exploring the Marnuli region with the news crew on stories, as well as working alongside production and sales staff, helping the station create its first on-air promo and assisting in creating a sales presentation for potential advertising clients.
I think they learn a lot from somebody who's in the exact same position as they are, and they can see firsthand when they go over how people who do the exact same job, maybe on a different scale, in a different environment, what are the challenges that they encounter, which usually are very similar, what are some of the same opportunities, and how things are done, because I think that you are a few steps ahead always, and there's a lot of learning opportunities that they can do it firsthand.
Marnuli TV has a lot of similarities to WENY, a small but dedicated staff and family-owned, with a news team covering stories that impact the community, from issues affecting local farmers, topics impacting quality of life, and even the country's upcoming presidential election. At the end of the week, it was time to say goodbye to our new friends. Here at Marnuli TV in Georgia, we've been spending the week working hand in hand with the team here at the TV station. We have learned so much from working alongside them, brought along some of our knowledge and experience from WENY to the country of Georgia, and it has been a very packed but productive week.
I think this past week has been very productive. We have created something so that we have never done before. Now we have launched the weather forecast. We have professional pages on social media. We have a station promo. We have news teasers. So a lot of firsts for us this week.
Now, during our off time here in Georgia, we really had the chance to go out and explore everything that Georgia has to offer. And it offered food, a lot of food. Everything from cheese bread and dumplings to bread and wine. And dinners in Georgia are not complete unless you have a Toastmaster. That's Shalva, the station director of Marnuli TV, and he was our Toastmaster for one evening. But for the newbies to Georgia, there will be a couple of culture shocks that are going to throw you a curveball. Traffic, even by New York City standards.
There you have it, 3 cars trying to turn down one street with a guy coming the opposite way.
With stop signs and traffic lights few and far between, and very risky passing on highways, somehow, some way, traffic seems to just mesh. Also, another culture shock for foreigners, stray cats and dogs roam the streets. Some dogs have yellow tags on their ears, which indicate that they were captured, fixed, and vaccinated by the authorities. Thankfully, all of the dogs that Renata and I encountered on our trip were pretty friendly.
Are you miss you.
Overall, the people of Georgia were very friendly, accommodating, and they embraced their long history. But it always hasn't been this way, because for decades, the country of Georgia suffered under the occupation of Soviet forces, and remnants of those dark days still remain. But since then, the country has rebounded and prospered under new light. During those times, most importantly, the people of Georgia never forgot who they are, and their culture lives on because of that.
Absolutely an opportunity of a lifetime, and we want to say thank you to our IREX staff, Maya and Nina, as well as our translators during the trip, and of course the staff at Marnuli TV.
Also the people of Georgia as well. We were welcomed at every corner, every stop, wherever we went. Everybody was very friendly. Also the food was amazing.
Not going to forget it. All right.